All right, you guys. So we are testing another game here on the PlayStation 5 Pro. In this game, we're testing Alan Wake 2. Now, I actually have about 4 hours into this game, but I put the game down when the PS5 Pro was announced because the frame rate was terrible in quality mode, but the visuals were really good. And then the visuals were terrible in performance mode. I think it was outputting like a 1080p resolution, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so it was quite a significant difference, right? Like the jump between 1080p and 4K is a very noticeable one. And it was just frustrating having to choose between the two modes. But I was playing the game. I was enjoying myself, and I got to the part where we found Alan Wake in the lake. So I'm here in the settings. We are gonna play this game in performance mode because, without question, performance mode is the best way to be playing these games on a PlayStation 5 Pro. We're gonna get the 60 frames per second. Our resolution is 4K, so this is going to be a 4K resolution using PSSR. Um, and so it renders at like 864, which is less than 1080p. And they're taking that resolution and they are upscaling it all the way to 4K. So that is a large leap, you guys. So let's take a look at it. Um, this cutscene's looking pretty good. Great details in the resolution.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape?
Good, great fidelity.
In
Great
danger.
fidelity.
The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Hey!
So already I can tell there's much better details.
Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before.
Easy now. First things first.
There's a little grain in
My
the
name is Alan Wake.
curly part of the
I'm a
ponytail in her
veteran.
hair with
I've been-
the back
Wait.
of her hair with the background
Where
of
did you
the
come
light
from?
in the back.
You've been missing for 13
So,
years.
uh, I'm not sure if that was something that was overlooked or might be addressed in a future patch, but the details in his face, his hair, his beard looking really, really good. Um, the details in her face are looking really, really good. So, there was a little artifacting happening with
Where
the.
did you go? All of a sudden, the radio stopped
I'm
working.
not
and
seeing
then
it here though. It just
the
must have been
flooding
that
just
angle with the
disappeared. Crazy
sun in
forest.
the background.
Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Okay, so I need to go investigate the
Alex
previously
Casey.
flooded area.
Am I still? Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Yeah, the
Um,
PI from your book
yeah,
says the
this is
same name as
definitely
me.
4K, you guys.
Great.
Looks really good.
Moving on.
Now this angle with the curls and the ponytail of her hair,
It's a bit of a hike to
this
the
angle
car
looks
lake.
really
Get
good.
your
The hair,
bearings.
the detail on the
We'll
hair
head
is really
out.
good, actually.
I need another minute. Cauldron Lake. I thought I'd never see this place again.
It's all
Take
muddy.
your time. But you should know these woods aren't the
Muddy in a suit.
safest.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's getting dark.
So not a lot of ray trace
I
reflections
feel a
in
flashlight.
performance mode, okay? This is
It's not
water.
safe without light.
I have
Is
a
it water?
light.
Oh, it's mud.
Keep
I'm
it
sorry.
low. You can relax.
But even over here in the water,
If you see
Should look
PSSR
around.
anywhere, you must take
With the
me
flooding
to the
gone,
city.
you
could be
know, the
further clues
reflections
out
are
there.
minimal.
They have vital information.
The flooding disappeared very suddenly.
Um,
I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap.
so the
Tonight
water
we'll
looks
know.
okay. It's not terrible. It's not moving water. It's, you know, the water's more or less standstill water like you would see in a lake, and that's what that's representing. Um, trees look great. This is definitely 4K for sure. I mean, I'm sure there are going to be things that don't look as good as it would at a native 4K, but PSSR is doing a really good job upscaling the imaging. So, how do we get up? So when you jump into a game that you haven't played for a little bit, you forget what the controls are. So maybe I can't go up that way. Let's see. Um, Visually, the background of the mountains and the trees look really, really good. But yeah, so far so good. Got our flashlight on. How do we turn that on? I forgot. Oh, there you go. Circle. Okay. Um, Vegetation looks solid, like it's acceptable. I'm a little bit of a visual snob, so you know, I just love a good-looking game. Well, what do we got here? I'm a detective after all. I do find things, and I found a manuscript. Oh, what's this over here? I wonder if these are pages to Alan Wake's book. What? I'm guessing this is the right way to go. Um, I saw the quest at the beginning. Let's exit. I don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, let's go back to the map. What are our goals? Okay, here we go. Investigate the previously flooded area. Previously flooded area. And that's optional. And take the car back to Bright Falls. Okay, the previously flooded area. Um. Okay, well, I am not sure. I'm not sure. This game started off really good though. Like when that dead guy popped up out of the off the examination table in the morgue, I was like tripping out. But let's parking lot. Okay, so that's where we need to go. Parking lot. So take a couple rights and a left and find it that way. All right, let me out of here. Oof, it got dark. It got dark while I was in the menu. All right, I'm finding
This is a
stuff.
good case so far, don't you think?
Cases aren't good or bad, Anderson.
Thought she was talking to
They're
me.
just cases.
Okay, sure. But you have to admit, this one is particularly interesting.
Got a little autosave going on there. So this game definitely is giving you the 60 frames. I don't think we're uncapped though. Uh, yeah, it's just a solid 60 frames. So, all right, interesting. Not that I read that whole thing. But okay, hold up. It was just there was a lot of light, and now there's not. And now there's animals. Whoa, 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 whoa! Bruh. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm about to die. Where's the health thing? Man. Oh boy. We gotta go. Hopefully that wolf don't come up here. I'm bleeding. Don't forget to use safe haven to hide from enemies. Okay, that's where we're going, I think. Oh, this is where I heal and quick save. Hey, nothing like quick saving over a cup of coffee, okay? I like coffee myself. Um, okay, apparently I need to equip items in the D-pad. I think I'm healed. Let's see where we are. Okay, go straight, go left. Let's go back to the car. Yeah, listen, this game is giving you 4K 60. There is no doubt about it. No doubt about it at all. Um, I like what I see. It was hard to enjoy the game, having to choose between the two modes. So PlayStation is delivering on what they said they would in regards to 4K and 60 frames. Um, so I think I'm gonna be able to start, fire this game back up and get back into it and finish it out. I know it's a really good game. Um, although I am in the middle. I'm about 60 hours into Horizon Forbidden West Remastered. So, um, I think I'm gonna finish that game out first before I move on. Um, Resident Evil Village is looking amazing, and you're getting 120 frames with amazing fidelity, you guys. So if you don't have that game or if you haven't played it, I definitely recommend it. Alan Wake is delivering though. Like, like right here, her shadows, the shadow of her legs and her upper body, like ray tracing. If we were in quality mode, that's gonna look a lot better. Watch. Let's go take a look. See, see how the screen flickers? Ew. All right, let's take a look. See, now the shadow isn't like I'm not sure that this looks much better, to be honest with you. It could just be the lighting from the back from the sun is changing a little bit. But yeah, because ray tracing is supposed to offer more detailed shadows. But this is 4K, so this is native 4K with ray tracing. So, but it's the 30 frames. Look at that. Oh, it's so fuzzy. That's really tough. That's hard on the eyes. It's hard on my eyes, anyways. But there's not much of a visual difference at all, right? Got your native 4K, you got your upscaled 4K. Wait a minute. okay, the shadow lining is actually better in performance mode, if I'm being honest. I thought it was going to be better in quality mode, but I'm just your average gamer. I am not a gaming developer, so anywho, um, this game's looking real. This game's playable for sure now. Most games are going to be playable. I mean, at 4K 60, that should be just the standard, right? Where am I? Got to keep going and then make a left. Okay. Yeah, I got to get reacquainted with the game and the controls, but this is doable. This is absolutely doable. So I'm excited. I'm excited to play this game. I recently bought a PC because I wanted to see what that experience was like, and I did buy a high-end PC. It delivers, you guys, okay? But I mean, you have to pay big dollars for that, and that's crazy. And it's not without its drawbacks. You got your controller needs to be wired. Um, if it even offers controller support, right? Because some games don't. Some games it's just strictly keyboard and mouse. And that's a hard change for me to make. I'm a controller player. And I think that that can be a hard change to make. But this is looking good. Oh, the sun's coming out. But anyways, like, visually and like the fidelity and the frames are to die for on PC. They are effing good, you guys. But with the PlayStation 5, you guys, like the 3D audio, right? The 3D audio, the vibration functioning inside of the controller, those two things make it a more immersive experience. So I cannot wait for the day where consoles are constantly offering 4K 120. And I think we're on the cusp of that because even on the base PlayStation, like there are games that do run at 120 frames. They're not necessarily games that I play, but listen, you get a solid 120 frames on Call of Duty on console. So, you know, it's just the PC guys that get the frames at 240 and plus, right? And so, but it's still a good enough experience. The Call of Duty's not what I would call a graphically intensive game, and so, um, you get, it's absolutely playable on console, and I really am really excited about the day that we don't have to choose between the two modes, and you know what? I do have a RTX 4090 on my PC. Let's see if we're in the right place. Yep, parking lot's right there. Um, I do have a 4090, and you know, uh, I can honestly say that PSSR is just as good as DLSS. Okay, um, and I'm not using any sort of third-party equipment. I'm just basing this off of my own visual observations. So it is my opinion, and it is an exciting time. I can't wait to see how it develops further on this console or in future consoles. But what I'm looking at here is the lighting coming through the trees here. I want to change it over to quality mode. I want to change it over to quality mode and see if there's a difference, because that's where the ray tracing should make a difference. A little more detailed, but it's not a wide margin at all. Let's see. Oh, I mean, it's not by a wide margin at all. It's not by a wide margin at all. So, anywho, let me see. Let me jump in this car. I think I have to go back to the town. we'll wrap this video up. So PSSR
Mr. Wake,
absolutely delivers on
we're
Alan Wake
taking you
2,
back
you
to our
guys.
field
All
office in
right.
Bright Falls.
If you have
You can freshen
doubts,
up there, and then
if
we'll
you
talk
were
properly.
unsure, I can confirm that PSSR does deliver, and you get a consistent solid 60 frames for sure.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hun. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now.
All right. So looks like we got Alan Wake behind us. This game looks good visually with PSSR, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Reach out to, Mr. Wake. You've been gone a long time.
No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
A little bit of artifacting
Presence
and
got him.
checkerboarding happening in the background with the light.
That's the last time I saw him. 13 years.
But this looks good. This scene looks
Tell us
good.
about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages?
Yeah, definitely a little graining
The
with the
writer's
lighting
name
up
has been
against the
scratched
wall in
out
the
quite
back.
violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember.
Looks like a vortex.
Thank you. Welcome. Well, we have a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake is here. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers and guests on the show. He's here to talk about his latest book. And as usual, our house band, Old Gods of Asgard, is here.
All right. So I thought I would just let those cinematics play out.
Places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had I already done the show? Was that a recording?
Okay, so these are mirrors. I'm about to wrap this video up, but let's just take a look and see what ray tracing offers us with these mirrors. Oh yeah, much better reflections. Not super clear. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
I felt a strange pull toward the TV.
But guess I gotta go to the TV. But you can see the difference there between the ray tracing reflections in quality and performance mode. So, I know that some of the bigger publications have done some of this kind of testing already, like in the city. This is a dark room. So, in any case, let's switch it back to performance and we'll wrap this video up. Oh, yeah. That's a big difference, you guys. Okay, but honestly, I don't really play video games for reflections in mirrors and windows and water. I just don't. And if consoles ever come to the day where they're going to offer the ability to give you better frames if you turn racing tracing off, like I'm on it. And you can do that on PC currently, but this feels like it might be a little bit more than 60 frames too, if I'm being honest. This might be in upwards of 80 or 90 frames. I don't have a way of measuring it. Um, my monitor occasionally will get a feed where it's giving off some different frames, but I don't have a frame counter on my monitor, so I can't really tell you. It just looks better though. I know what 60 frames looks like. I know what 120 and 180 and 200 frames looks like. But in any case, this game is totally playable on console, and I can't wait to pick it back up. But I have to finish Horizon Forbidden West Remastered first. I'm very deep into that game, and I'm just doing some testing, to be honest with you, at this moment. I hope the video is helpful. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.